I am getting ready to grind up some spelt berries. My jar looks a little cruddy because I did some garbanzo bean flour and it sticks to the sides. So now I am going to do some spelt flour. It's going to get a bit noisy. I must have the wrong thing plugged up. One moment. Yes, I did have the wrong thing plugged up. I usually unplug my appliances after I use them because once upon a time, a long time ago, water dripped down in an apartment that I lived in the kitchen and destroyed one of my blenders. So from that day on, I just rather unplug and plug when I get ready to use them. So now we can make some noise. And I just turned it off back here. Now it's ready. And I'm going to turn it up. Okay, it should be ready now. I used a little plunger just to make sure it pushes all the seeds down. I'll be back. All right, there's my flour. See that? In less than 2 minutes. The plunger is designed not to go all the way down. You can see how far it goes. It won't go all the way to the blade, so you don't have to worry about striking the blade because it's not long enough for that. It just pushes it down enough to make sure that all the seeds get blended up, all the grains, I should say. And there you have it. Now I am ready to finish up my chicken over here. I have it all seasoned. I used some sea salt, some cayenne pepper. I had a little bit of slap your mama. I just decided to empty that because it wasn't that much. Some garlic powder. And this is some seasoning I bought at Trader Joe's a while back. I didn't use it for a while, but it gives it a really good flavor. It's called Ajika Georgian. I think I'm pronouncing that right. And some onion powder. So I've got it all seasoned already. I'm going to straighten it out here so I can put my flour on it. And after that, I'm going to put a little bit of butter on that. Now I'm going to get my fresh flour. I'm just going to put my hands right in here and sprinkle some on. It's still nice and warm. One time I made this same exact thing and I forgot to put the flour on it. And I didn't like the way it turned out, so from that day on, every time I make this, I make sure that I put the flour on. It just gives it a better texture. This is some Organic Valley grass-fed butter, which is butter is not the greatest thing to use, but I take all the fat off of my chicken, so this kind of gives it a nice flavor also. These are little thin slivers that I'm putting on here, so it's really not a lot, but it's more than enough. Put a little piece on here, right in here, and there. So now I am going to cover this. I'm not quite ready to put it in the oven yet, but I got it ready to go. And I will be right back. I am back, and let me show you guys what I found this morning when I went to Walmart. Isn't that beautiful? I love this stuff, like a fat baby likes cake. So I bought me 4 containers. They're just about $5 a container, so I spent $20 on me some okra. And usually I'll let it sit for 2 or 3 days in the refrigerator before I steam it. But this time I am going to steam this right away. Wash it up here. And get it ready to go. I got my little steaming thing right here ready to load up. So I'm going to have 2 baskets going. These little bitty pieces like that. I can eat those raw. I think I'll pick me some out. They are nice and tender. I'm going to start eating raw anyway, not all the way, but I plan on going 75% raw starting mañana, tomorrow. So, I'll save the little small pieces for that purpose. Like I say, I bought me 4 containers. They had 5, but I decided I would leave 1 for someone else. Plus 4 was enough actually for me. I've been looking for okra at Walmart now for a couple of weeks. They did have some, but it didn't look good at all. And I'm not buying it if it doesn't look good. So I'm going to save these pieces to eat raw. when I was in Texas, where I grew up, that's my hometown, I used to actually pick them right off the bush and eat them raw. That's how much I love them. I guess it's what you grow up with. You get used to it. And it's not hard to eat it like that. But when we get to be thinking we grown folks, we change. This I will just let steam for a little bit and put it right in the freezer once it cools down. Alrighty, that looks good. And I've got this much raw. So I'm going to save that. Hopefully it lasts for a couple of days anyway. Sometimes it tries to go kind of fast, but I'll make it last somehow. Alrighty, I will be back. I'm going to get this started. I'll be back. Alrighty, now I am back. I have some frozen black-eyed peas. I bought these probably about almost 2 months ago, but they've been in the freezer. And I am going to cook these today. Let's see what they look like. So I'll rinse them off a little bit. And all I'll season this with is some onion. I may saute some onion and peppers to put in here, and I'll season it with some smoked paprika. That gives it a kind of a smoky meat flavor, because I don't use meat in my greens or my beans. I used to a long time ago, but I don't do it anymore. And put a little sea salt at the very end of my cooking, and some garlic, of course, and we'll see how that comes out. All right, I got that on the stove, and I will return. Alrighty, my okra is fresh out of the steamer and ready to cool down. Once it cools down, I will put it in bags and put it in the freezer. It doesn't need much cooking because it's pretty tender. I'm going to put a few of these in my black eyed peas I'm cooking when it gets almost done. That'll probably give me about close to about, oh, good 3 bags anyway. Alrighty, I am back getting ready to finish up my black eyed peas. Here I have sauteed some garlic, jalapeno peppers, purple onion, and white sweet onion, and a little bit of red sweet pepper. I'm going to dump that in, and also I'm going to add, I have 2 teaspoons of smoked paprika and 2 teaspoons of marjoram. I'm going to add that to the pot. They've cooked down quite a bit. I might have to add a little bit more water. I'll be back. Alright, I am back. Pot looks kind of cruddy because they boiled up to the top and that's what's sticking on the sides. So it's not nasty. It's just the beans itself. But anyway, I've added about 14 pods of okra in here, and I dumped in my sauteed onion, peppers, and garlic in, and also I added my smoked paprika and marjoram to it, and I put a little bit of sea salt in, if I didn't say that already. So I'm going to let this simmer a little bit, and I shall return. Alrighty, everything is ready. Chicken is very, very tender and tasty, and I did put some okra pods in with the frozen black eyed peas. The frozen ones, they're a little bit different from the ones that they dry first, but I like them all. So and I also have some leftover cornbread. I put it in the freezer, just enough for me and my boy. And that is what I will be eating. I will have some cornbread, some beans, and some chicken. Sounds good. I keep telling myself I'm getting off of this meat, so today is supposed to be my last day for eating this. But if I do have some leftovers, I'm going to be honest, and I have some soup, vegetable and okra soup in the refrigerator from a couple of days ago. Whatever's left, I might put it in there and eat that tomorrow. But I'm still going to have my raw veggie smoothie. I don't want to really juice it. I want to eat the fiber and all. So I'm going to use my Vitamix machine. And my plan is to make cucumber, watermelon, and green apple mixture. And I'll probably put some kind of herbs in it. I'm not sure yet. I've got several different kinds. But that's my story for today. If you guys haven't already subscribed to my channel, please do so. Thank you so much for watching. I really appreciate you guys so much. And I love you too. Have a wonderful afternoon, evening, morning, or whatever it is, wherever you are. And I will see you next time, which may be tomorrow. Peace and love to you from Lila. Thank you for watching.